Well, hello, all you wonderful people. I'm Rachael Towne, founder of Work Smarter, Not Harder, and I am here to share with you some awesome stuff, guys. Awesome stuff. So, normally with my videos, you see me sharing tips and tricks on how to make your business life easier, maybe some shortcuts on how you can do follow-ups, maybe some online techniques and tools that you can use to make, your life as an entrepreneur a lot easier. Well, I really wanted to share with you guys my experience with this new program I've been doing. It's called The Faster Way, and you can find the information in the description below. But I really wanted to share with you how I've been feeling because it's made my life as an entrepreneur better. And if you're talking about burning fat and building lean muscle, and how the heck does that make your life better as an entrepreneur, especially with me? I'm not in fitness. That's not my company. I'm in natural and organic body care products. So this isn't really related, but it is. So bear with me because I have something special to announce at the end of this video. So make sure you're staying tuned. Okay, so I started trying to lose weight in November of 2020. Okay, so reverse time for 5 seconds here. Well, realistically, y'all know here's my circle, here's my tangent, and I can't just stick to 5 seconds. But I was a fitness instructor 8 years ago, and I did that all the way up through 9 months of pregnancy with my daughter. She will be 5 in June. So I am no stranger to fitness. I am no stranger to healthy eating, and I'm no stranger to natural products and eating and everything that goes on and in your body, all of that. I'm very familiar. So I thought, well, heck, I already know how to exercise. I know how to work out. I know how to eat well. I can lose weight on my own. So I started a program, Noom. I started Noom in November of 2020. And it was cool. I was learning a lot, but I wasn't seeing any results. I wasn't feeling inspired. I wasn't getting any help, and I fell off the wagon. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Weight Watchers. So I got the Weight Watchers app, and I liked it. You can eat basically what you want. But one thing I didn't love with that is it didn't really focus on whole foods, whole nutrition, healthy stuff. And so I was like, meh, I wasn't super excited about that either. Guess what? I fell off the wagon. Now, keep in mind, over the last 2 years, I have gained 30 pounds. Okay, 30 pounds. That's a lot of weight to gain in a short period of time, and I was feeling rather defeated. I actually was at the point where I'm like, well, they do say as you get closer to 40, your metabolism slows and it gets harder to burn fat. Maybe I just can't burn fat anymore. I literally thought that my body was not able to burn fat anymore, and it made me sad. I was like, okay, honey, and I was telling Aaron, I'm like, get ready because in a couple of years, at the rate I'm going to be a lot heavier than I was when we got married. Hope that doesn't bother you. He just laughed it off. Not a big deal. But to me, it was a big deal. For me, I have a whole closet full of clothes that I wanted to be able to get into again. So anyway, I was talking to my girlfriend, and she was doing this program, which is called The Faster Way. Again, info in the description. And she was talking about, all these different whole food things she's learning about. All of this, like intermittent fasting and carb cycling and all of these things that I have heard about, but I haven't ever really put them into practice. And I just was like, okay, cut calories and eat whole foods, you're good. But it wasn't good. I was trying that, and I would tell my husband, I don't understand. I have been cutting calories for 2 weeks. I haven't seen any difference in my clothing, how they fit. I haven't seen any difference in the scales. I don't feel any better. What the hell? Why can't I do anything to change my body? And it was upsetting me. So my girlfriend was like, you know what? I think I'm going to take the certification and become a certified trainer because I'm so passionate about this stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, go for it. I mean, she's an entrepreneur. She's amazing. She's ran her own businesses. She knows her stuff. So I was like, yeah, do it. You can do this. So she did it. And I was like, I'll be your first client. Sign me up. I'm ready to try another method. And I think I'm at the point where I need a coach to help me because nothing I'm doing on my own is working. So it has now been, I'm on week 4. Okay, so week 4 of this program. And here's some before and afters. Okay, I hate sharing these, but here's my before. And here's my current. This was this morning. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing fat burning. It's happening. It's been 4 weeks. I'm now eating better. I literally have zero cravings for anything. That's amazing. Normally I'm like, give me a bag of nachos, spicy nacho Doritos, or, give me something sweet. I am a candy head. I got it from my daddy. Like, he would always have candies in his pockets, or he had this big hunting coat, and I knew that if I got in the closet, I was gonna find a whole Halloween stash of candy in that pocket year round. He magically always had Halloween candy on hand. But I went through all of this 4 weeks. It's like week 1, it preps you for what to expect. What is this program? What are we gonna do? Week 2 talks about, I don't remember the weeks in particular, but each week you learn something new. Like, how do you cut carbs, but you don't ever cut them out? And why is it important you don't remove carbohydrates from your body? Why is it important to eat proteins to build lean muscle and burn fat? Why is it important to do this and that and that? And it's not overwhelming. And in fact, when I first signed on, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to learn so much. I'm going to be overwhelmed. But I haven't been once, because our coach is incredible. She breaks everything down step by step. She reaches out. She cares. She helps you with your food and your meal planning and your exercises and everything. Like, it is beautiful. And as a former fitness instructor, I strongly, highly value anyone who's going to focus on form, because I've done fitness programs before where they don't really talk about form, and I know that's where injuries are going to happen. But that's one thing I love with these workouts, is there's a focus on form on every single one. Like, it's talking, like, spread some sunshine on that chest, or, tilt your chin up, or tilt your pelvis under, things that a lot of fitness instructors kind of neglect. And that's when you can see injuries. So I really love how the fitness program is formulated. I love how the teaching is piece by piece, so you never feel overwhelmed. I love that I can eat whatever I want, and I'm eating a lot. And in fact, I'm eating a lot more than I have eaten like ever. And I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away at how I look and how I feel. So this program is fantastic. I can't wait to hear all about whoever tries it. I hope I see you in the groups. I'm like, everybody needs to try this because you feel so good. And one thing that was a concern of mine when I first started, I was like, wait a minute, your body metabolizes alcohol as a priority over anything else. I like to drink. And I had told my coach, I said, listen, I normally have a drink or two every night. And I know I'm not supposed to, because my body will try to metabolize that instead of other things that it should be metabolizing to burn fat. What am I gonna do? And I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, I don't even know the last time I had a drink, and I don't want one. And then I was talking to another person who's completing this program with me, and I said, I'm impressed that I don't even want to have a beer. I don't even want to have a glass of wine. Like, what is wrong with me? High five to self. This is fantastic. And she said, same with me. She normally had a glass of wine every evening as a way to kind of unwind. The kids were kind of nagging at her, kind of irritating her a little bit. She'd have a couple glasses of wine to take the edge off. And I said, I'm starting to put the pieces together now that I'm eating so well, very whole foods, very good food, very, frequently. I'm keeping everything where it needs to be, hormonal, even my metabolism, everything is like where it needs to be. I'm finding that I'm not getting stressed as much, and I have more focus. So before, when it was like, I homeschool my kids, so 3:30 in the afternoon, I'm like, God, you guys, I need to have a beer, crack a beer. 5 o'clock somewhere, oh, that's better. Like, I literally would do that. Now I don't feel that way. I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel like I need to go to bed at 8:30 because I need some peace and quiet. Like, I just have more tolerance. I guess that's a big part of it. I feel like I have more tolerance. And I know with this eating way, the faster way, the healthy eating way, you're really giving your body everything it needs to have a nice regulated hormonal structure, to have basically everything starts falling into place as your body should function well. And it all comes from all of the foods, the balanced foods that you're eating. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I messaged my coach this morning, and I'm like, I have to share this with the world. Like, I absolutely must. And how am I going to do this? Because I do work smarter, not harder on YouTube. But really, as an entrepreneur myself, I work full-time from home. I homeschool my children full-time. I manage a very large household. I've got my hobby farm. We're busy. A lot of us are busy. You're probably busy. You're watching this and going, Girl, you're almost hitting 15 minutes. I got to move on with this video, get to the point. So my point is, if you join, what I'm going to do, because I'm so excited for y'all to do this, like I want you to do this. I'm going to be gifting a university package to one of you, my university package, to one of you who decides to do this. So if you're doing it, that's awesome, good for you. High five, you earned it, you deserve it. The link below will get you set up into the program, and then you'll be able just to go step by step and see a tremendous difference in your body, your endurance and your ability and your memory and your, like all the things as us moms are like, where did my brain go? Why can't I focus? All of these things, I don't feel that. I'm feeling on top of things. When I go into my office in the morning, I'm like, whew, going through, I can do twice as much work in half the time, and then I have the rest of the day to do whatever, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So the university that I'm mentioning, for those of you who aren't familiar with me, you just found me because you're looking for some way to burn fat. I train entrepreneurs, and what I do is I have a university that's a bunch of courses and modules that basically help you work smarter, not harder. There's tips and tricks and hacks and everything that can be done online that makes your life as an entrepreneur much easier. So one of you who are going to join from this link below, I'm going to gift you my university for free, and that's a lifetime access. So I'm excited. I'm excited to gift somebody, and I'm super excited to hear your results. And I hope I'm in the group with you, because then I'll be able to see you firsthand and be able to hang out with you on Facebook and get to know you even more. So if you want more information, just click on the link below and it'll have all kinds of stuff there for you. All right, my friends, have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. So I have to add on to this really quickly, because as I was doing that live, my son was sitting on the couch doing his prep work, and he was so quiet the whole time. Y'all probably realized because I didn't hear anything from him. And then I got off, and this is what he tells me.
Nachos, nacho cheese, 330.
What's 3:30?
Because you said 330 for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
And then water. Think harder, not smarter. Wait, think smarter, not harder.
Yeah, you don't want to think harder. All right.
Drinking wine, unhealthy food.
What is that? Bacon? Bacon's good.
That's food. That's junk food.
Oh,
Twix
I see candies. Yeah,
Snickers.
I see candies.
This is an apple. This is link below.
Uh-huh.
This is you giving them a gift, and that's them working out.
Yeah, I like it, bro.